100 run sample size. We are back on Ironclad, starting off. Let's see. Because we failed at the first boss last time, we still have the snipe availability from the whale option. But I don't find it strong here. I think transforming 2 cards is going to be our best option. So let's do that. And I think I'm going to do just strike and defend. We get a perfected strike and heavy blade. I'm not excited about the heavy blade though. It's 4-1, 0 strength. Perfected strike is kind of a joke, but it's fine enough early game. So we're gonna start on this middle right path. Okay, good fight from Jawworm. We have an early Dark Embrace. I'm gonna snap pick that just because I think there's so much that we can build into. You know, I think I am just gonna remove that heavy blade. We have too much need for energy already as is, so we're gonna continue with that. Oof. But we are clearly seeing we are going to need some more defense later on, or not even later on, like as immediately as we can. And especially with the guard being our boss, we're probably going to be looking for a lot of shrug-it-offs. True Grit is really nice. I want some more card rewards. I think we can defend once instead of having played this strike. We'll get 1 strike for our draw, and then we were lucky enough to get 2 strikes. That's what we're talking about. And I think we're just gonna upgrade Bash. Perfected Strike is probably what I'll upgrade this next one. And I don't think we can take this Elite right here without going to Fire first. So we'll do this. We're probably just wanting Sentries, maybe even Lagavulin. We got Sentries, and that's great with Dark Embrace early on. But I am gonna use Cultist Potion because I think our draw won't be fast enough. Or at least our damage isn't there, so we're gonna have to kill a little bit quicker. It stinks because we have to True Grit first. Because we might want to play something else. We actually did Ascender's Bane, which is the most optimal here. So we're looking okay for this first fight. And we're pretty much just going to be doing this. Of course, Dark Embrace, again, is going to be our bread and butter here. Do this again. True Grit last. So we don't have to play True Grit last every time. It might be worth getting an upgrade here. And again, since we're getting so much draw, we can play double defend rather than have to play a couple strikes for a bash. And Not a bad sentries fight, but I think we showed that we are needing some damage. Ice Cream is a great pickup, and Flame Bear is very vital for this Guardian fight. With its multi-attacks, that's one way we're going to be able to do damage. I think I'm going to stick with just getting max HP. I don't think we need a full rest. But we will see what's here, and we'll take Singing Bowl. You almost take Singing Bowl every time early if you see it. It can accrue a lot of max HP. And so we're facing either Gremlin Knob or Lagavulin if we choose the elite. But I don't think we get there quickly. So instead I'm actually just going to go here, dodge him, and upgrade the Flame Barrier. Because we just don't have the speed to kill Gremlin Knob. And we are gonna remove, even though it makes Perfected Strike work, you actually want to stick with long term. We did get a Kunai, which is something to keep in mind with our Ice Cream. We can actually think about how we're going to build up decks. And we'll do this. Another good fight. And with how thin our deck is, we actually might want to start with a Rampage. Probably worth keeping. Seeing Red does come free with... I appreciate it, Jason. I appreciate seeing us seeing Red, but I just don't think we're going to be able to do anything with it. So let's just stick here. And let's kill off the slime first. And I might use this vulnerable pot here. Let's see. Let's see if we can get away with it though. We can choose to only take 5 with a kill, or we take 3 damage without getting a kill. I think we have to... Well, let's go ahead and shrug it off first. We do our defend. So with the Rampage upgrade, we'll actually be able to kill here, so... Or I should say here. And then the other strike is going to do it. So let's block optimally. So that was the best line we could look for. And I think I'll just take a Battle Trance. Let's stick with the Dexterity. I don't think the Blessing of the Forge is going to do as much as we would want it to. So again, with the Guardian, let's just stick with Dex. And the True Grit upgrade is the best one we can get, because we would take a Snecko Eye as our boss relic. So most of our upgrades are just energy and... well, honestly, Dark Embrace was our first one that we would upgrade, so let's stick with where True Grit is going to be more important. So we can bash Rampage here. and we won't draw. Let's do this. Yeah, Jason, I'll be available to move as well. We have Rampage doing some damage, but again, we're gonna have to figure out what we want to do for the next act. Might even take a Calling Bell here, because maybe we could get Thorns, Dead Branch. We gotta find some sort of relics that will help with the damage. And here we are. We didn't even have to use the potion, and we feel good that we got the upgrade instead of a rest, of course, despite not really having much damage. But Rampage proved to be the proper pick for that one. That really pulled us through that fight. And we'll just take Offering. So I was wanting a Snecko Eye, but probably even better for our short deck here, that Runic Pyramid's going to be the way to go, especially with Ice Cream. We can really choose what we want to do each turn. And I would like to see a shop, but I don't know if I want this second one immediately. And to compare that with, I don't know how soon we want to take an elite. I think I like this path here, because we get some early question marks, a couple fires, and 2 elites. Starting from the left, going into the middle. I do want to look for a Dark Embrace. And I think that I'm not going to be playing Bash. Actually, never mind. Dark Embrace won't be as important because of our Runic Pyramid. So let's focus on some damage. Let's do this. We have an armament, and we have Runic Pyramid potential. So we could upgrade Dark Embrace, or potentially with the Armaments upgrade, our whole hand. And I think that's okay. We have a membership card, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get all we want. Rowan's really good with our ice cream. And I don't think we actually need the second Dark Embrace. But membership card Whirlwind is going to be just fine. So we're also going to want to see... This event's fine, because it's a way for mitigating some incoming attack. Turn 1. And I was never going to kill Bear here, which is why I'm just focusing on the front. And this is going to be tough. Yeah, I don't think we live here. Most definitely don't. Oof. Well, that's a tough Ironclad run. I don't think we saw any proper means for damage. So instead we just have to move on to Silent. We could be tempted with an early shot, but with a Burning Elite on Silent, that's almost never the way to go. So instead I think I'm just going to choose a card here. And Eviscerate's fine. And I think we'll be wanting something like this. We'll have a few options at card rewards. And we draw the triple strike, which is fine. We can get a sneaky strike if we can really lean into this discard build. Would be ideal. Do this. Tactician. But we don't have any other triggers right now, so let's actually get this concentrate. We're just gonna send it. And I typically like this event, but because we're kind of playing risky right now, well, there is a fire. Though I would want to upgrade either Sneaky Strike or Eviscerate, maybe even Concentrate, so let's just play it safe. Again, we see the membership card, just like last run. Not fun to take it. And I actually think we're gonna upgrade acrobatics because we can see eviscerate more often. We can have a wider hand for concentrate. We'll get sneaky strike a few more times. We're just gonna be looking for more discard triggers. Mm-hmm. With that being said, we probably do want some AoE. And Dagger Sprue is pretty consistent. And I don't think we can even take this elite right now. I don't think we're in any shape to. Lagervollen would just outright kill us. The 21 plus 12 is 34, 33. This. Good start. There we go. That was a pretty good fight. Leg sweep is worth considering, especially against Guardian. I think we'll go right path. Molten Egg's good. A lot of gold is great. I wish we could take that die. Or that shuriken. But we get an Eviscerate and Noxious Fumes with a card removal. And I think we upgrade Noxious Fumes. Actually, no, not yet. I think it's probably better to upgrade this for now. Given the amount of speed we would need to kill Gremlin Knob, I think we just have to do the duplication potion also to do. You just mess around with trying to get into surviving a turn 3. When he hits for probably 24, 28 if you've played at a skill. And that is really unfortunate. And Venom's interesting, but I think we just need an assassin. I wish we could get some better potions. Probably take the second acrobatics. And we love golden idols, especially with our membership card. And we'll just lose some max HP. Now I want to upgrade Noxious Fumes. And I'm not worried about second hit here, in case that we don't bust the damage. Wreck. Because we don't always draw this Eviscerate. But with given our speed pot, we could probably always survive the second hit. Especially with Neutralize and Leg Sweep to weaken. Do you think we have to play one Endless Agony? And this was a pretty good fight for Guardian, especially with Silent, because it doesn't always happen, but given Noxious Fumes, and with it upgraded, it's hard to go wrong, as long as you have the defense. And an upgraded Unload is kind of tempting, but given we have so many skills, and plus we have double Eviscerate, I don't think we actually need that damage. And Pinky Strike and 2 Endless Agonies that come into our hand. I think just the AoE is probably what we're going to need. Nightmare is too slow, I think. Even though that we're Poison deck, I mean, what are we wanting to get into play after, what, probably like turn 4? Hmm. And I don't know what we're going to take here. I do want to get rid of strikes. I would also like another energy. Maybe we can find something good in the shop for sustain. Maybe even like Ornithopter or Blood Vial. I would actually also take Bites. So let's try Coffee Dripper. We have 2 acrobatics. That's why I want to take the extra energy. Because we have okay means of draw, but the way we want to lean into it's going to only get better. Early shop is exactly what I want to see. And I don't think we're gonna see much of a better speed font. And we got vulnerable font. Deflect is interesting, especially because it's upgraded. We don't have a skill. Green egg, I should say. Predator is also probably a good way that we can get some damage and draw in, though. Oh boy. This is an interesting shot. I like Panache. It gets procced a decent amount of times. Ori is the way we would talk about mitigation, though. Or not Ori, Tori. But I'm gonna go for the fun play. And I think the fun play is Panache removing a strike. Do not strongly recommend it. Deflect, regular deflect, 2 acrobatics and a predator. Nash. I'd rather just wait. We might see something that we want. Upgrade. Nash. So we're looking intriguing to say the least. Don't know if intriguing is good. Okay, second shot. Blade Dance. Sure. And we're turning into where we just want to spam things. Okay, this is what I was talking about earlier. The downside is that we are set to 46 max HP, so we lose 9 current max HP. The plus side is that we get these upgraded. And even though we get 2 more like attacks, I think it's worth it just with Coffee Dripper. They're more damage. I think we're going to take care of the Fat Gremlin first. So that means something like this. So we are looking pretty intriguing, to say the least. I think we have to... Yeah, we have to do this. I'm pretty sure. With 12 plus 15. Very good. It wasn't an easy play. That was pretty close, but we did have Fear Potion, Pen Nib, and Escape Plan. this guy probably shouldn't be any problem. Oh, he's just a second predator plus. I don't think we need it. Prepared is interesting. I would take it if it was upgraded. Also, piercing whale is worth thought. Who are we facing? We're facing the champ, so I don't think I'm as inclined to take it. Yeah, I feel okay with that. Do we want the burning elite? We will face book of stabbing or slavers. But let's. Okay, if we're gonna do that, then let's actually take the piercing whale. And I want to upgrade the acrobatics. Our draw is just too important to neglect. And metallicize is probably one of the best things that we could have gotten here. Just because extra HP or extra damage would have been too difficult. And I should have considered vulnerable pot, but I think it'll be okay. And we're looking good. We have kunai, which is exactly what is going to be fitting into our build with shivs, endless agonies, spamming. We've been gifted a lot for this run, for no reason. And I did not play that well. I was not thinking about Penib at all. And instead of poison, let's actually just do draw. We are full HP, we're not going to have to stall or do any ridiculous tactics with bites. I think we could take backflip. Especially with the kunai. And we could, of course, just kill with Pendib if we wanted to think about it, but we actually want to build it back up a little bit since we have some time. And we're full HP. And I will take a Gambler's Brew over the artifact. And we don't need this Dagger Throw, Paired, or Doppelganger, I don't think. We have about 400 gold. I do want Catalyst and our Wildlight plants. We're about 3 gold short of card remove and bag of prep. So I think it's better in the long run that we just remove 1 bite. Endless Agony is worth considering again. Kunai. And our backflips. And I don't think we actually need that. Or do we want it? I think we've got enough going on. This is a rare decision, but you typically don't skip those. You take apparitions when you can. And we are looking to play as much poison as possible. Usually the way you just generally beat the champ. And we're still good to wait a little bit. And I actually think we go in now. It might seem like a high number, but given our draw next turn also, and the damage that we're doing here, that way the poison will hit twice. This turn, next turn. We won't be vulnerable if we have to survive through it. We have Sunflower, or Happy Flower. And I actually think I've used a second potion here. let's see. 27 plus 27 is 54, plus 12 is 66. His health is at 96. This isn't 30 damage, essentially, so we just have to do that. Okay. Not the best fight, just because we had to use 2 potions, but we do have a burst. And I actually think we want to take Black Star. You don't have much need for more energy. I don't think, at least. So we made it to Act 3. I'm pretty sure Silent was our last one going through the 4 characters. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. These were back to back. But going the left path, I don't want as many hallway fights. So this is okay. Do this to see if we can get some healing. We do. And we actually should play this Endless Agonies to build up a nib. And I don't think I want any of these. Not what we're looking for. Probably looking for maybe an accuracy. Probably just Catalyst, no. Maybe some more discard triggers, I don't know. And we have Penib set up. Don't think we want outmaneuver. We don't need Slice or setup. Take the shot. Ice Cream in Acrobatics. I know we just said we don't need energy, but it's nice to have some just reserved if we need to. Deflect is also interesting. But I'd rather have an escape plan, I think. So this is good with me. We don't care about Madness's discounting, especially because we have Ice Cream. And we don't want to take any more cards that are not doing enough for us. Zerf Insect is really good, especially since we're going to be facing 3 elites right now and our Black Star. We are going to try to save these 2 daggers, so that way when the others are summoned next turn, the CE is going to take care of them. And we're still going to take a ton of damage. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get health back by the time we kill Rotomancer, so let's just go ahead and use our Black Potion. And we barely make it. Oof. Centennial Puzzle's pretty good for draw. Paper Crane is really good. Blade Dance upgraded. Not even worth talking about. Let's go ahead and Burst. Upgrade. Our next one is probably Well-Laid Plans. Typically you play Defend first to boost all your damage, but since we actually have Kunai and we're not going to kill this turn, we're going to want to get maximum usage out of our defense here. And since we do want the damage this turn, we are gonna play the defense first. Blood Vials, probably insignificant. Ornamental Fan is pretty good. And Blur Plus is actually worth taking. We have to take this, which is good. We could go up here if we want a lot of fights, but I don't think we do. I'm not thrilled about this turn. think we are going to strength pot. I don't see another time that we're going to get as much use. Pretty good turn. Thought we were going to be suffering much more damage. But Ornamental Fan's already proven to be pretty vital. Again, we should have built Penib. Courier's pretty good with our membership card, and we'll take a third Blade Dance, and I don't think we'll be taking much more. This is interesting because we had the ability to gain health back with Blood Vial in our Bite, so I think we're going to take all three options, probably looking for Master of Strategy being one of them. And we strike out. Jack of all trades, I don't think we want any random colorless cards. What attack do we want? Could get a Viscerate. We want that. And I will take a Panic Button. Do we always want that? Oh, I think we're just sticking with the Well-Laid Plans upgrade. Take a question mark. I think we have to take this Calipers. Right. Yeah. Because that way when we burst, we can be bursting probably like Survivor or even Defend, Backflip, and we're going to be carrying over a lot of block. Especially the more that we build up with Kunai. There an attack that I just want right now? Definitely not Dagger Spray. I can see Predator. And we're pretty much just hoping that we're not gonna be getting attacked for a ton. Yeah. Just have to eat that 9, unfortunately. Can build up Penib a little bit. And gain some health. Just kidding. I forgot about Panache. So we will recall, and I think I'm feeling pretty good against Down and Deca. And I'm gonna keep this. And we will regen. So it looks a little scary. And we're looking to just stay on the defensive side right now. It's gonna be tough. I think we might have to play this panic button. Actually, well, yeah, we do. No, we don't. And I don't think we want to... Okay, well, I was going to say I don't think we want a corpse explosion, but I think we have to now. Yeah. Oof, that is brutal. Hmm. This isn't an ideal way to end the fight, but I don't think we can take any other chances any other way. Um, I do not want Time Eater. Okay. So, we are playing these, by the way, because we have to build up decks. Um, do we need this right now? I think it's gonna actually look something like this. Which is weird, but I think it has to be done. We're not out of the woods yet. We're gonna be looking to make sure we don't overinvest by the time he's gonna be entering his second phase. I think that's good enough though. It's enough to proc him, but we're not like all the way in. Can we play 7 cards? Yeah. And I think we'll actually do this. That is tough. If we would have drawn 6 of 8 cards, 75% chance, we would have had 9 more block, 45 plus 7, 52. So we would still be dead. Well, actually, no, with bite, we'd be at 1 HP. Well, that is a tough way to go out on, but it was a fun run, to say the least. We don't often, crush the elites with Black Star, but we do often get crushed by Time Eater, of course. Ugh. I think probably one of the issues was that we still needed more draw, even with free acrobatics and escape plan. Just wasn't gonna do enough. We had some junk, those bites that we could have gotten rid of. CE, Dagger Spray. We weren't even really using the Eviscerates by the end of it. Sneaky Strike was still okay. But, yeah, it's kind of tough, though. And Secret Weapon. I don't think that was probably right to take. Panic Button was good. But, maybe we could have used more into potions. Don't think we had a lot of good potions this run. But, something to learn for the next one. With that being said, we will have to wrap it up for tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out. This has been a pretty good stream. Again, if you want to follow me, I am on Twitter, Patreon, and here at Feisty Saint. Thank you for hanging out, and have a good night.